You know, there comes a point in our lives when we decide, no matter what, that we're going to win. We choose that this is not the end of our story, it's just the beginning. Winning doesn't come without struggle, without moments that shake us to our core. But those are the moments that shape us, that reveal the strength we didn't know we had. And when we choose to stand up, to hold our heads high, to keep pushing forward, that's when we know we're going to win. Sometimes the world around us tries to convince us that we're not enough, that we don't have what it takes. But that's just noise. Deep down, we all have this voice, a voice that whispers to us, you are enough, you are capable, you are going to win. The challenge is learning to listen to that voice louder than the doubts, louder than the fears, louder than the people who can't see your vision. Winning is about believing in that quiet, steady voice that knows your worth, even when the world doesn't. There will be days that test us, days where everything seems to fall apart. But here's the truth: every setback, every disappointment, it's building you, it's strengthening you. And yes, there will be days when winning feels like it's miles away, like it's something meant for everyone else but you. But I'm here to tell you it's yours if you want it, if you claim it, if you commit to it. Believing in your power is one of the most transformative things you can do for yourself. It starts within, with a decision to recognize and trust that you have what it takes. Many times we look outside ourselves for validation, for encouragement, or for proof that we are capable. But the truth is, the power to succeed, to rise above, to achieve everything we desire is already inside us. We've had it all along. The key is learning how to access it, how to trust it, and how to unleash it. You are not waiting for someone else to give you permission to be great. You are already empowered to be who you are meant to be, to step into the greatness that is yours by right. So much of our life's journey is shaped by how we perceive ourselves, the way we talk to ourselves, the way we see our potential, and the way we view our circumstances all play a huge role in what we believe we can accomplish. If we constantly doubt ourselves, if we focus only on our failures, we limit what we can achieve. On the other hand, when we believe in our power, we open ourselves up to endless possibilities. The moment we decide to trust that we are capable of handling whatever comes our way, we unlock a force that propels us forward. It's important to recognize that believing in your power doesn't mean you have to have all the answers or know exactly how everything is going to unfold. Sometimes we think we need a clear roadmap or a step-by-step plan to feel confident. But in reality, the journey often looks different than we expect. Belief in yourself is not about having certainty or guarantees. It's about trusting that no matter what, you will find a way. It's about knowing that your resilience, your strength, and your ability to adapt will always see you through. Life will present obstacles, challenges, and detours along the way, but your belief in your ability to rise above them is what will keep you moving forward. When you believe in your power, you also begin to recognize the gifts and talents you've been given. You start to see that you were born with something unique to offer the world. Your ideas, your perspective, your creativity, and your passion are all part of your power. But for many of us, these gifts lie dormant until we tap into them. Belief in your power calls these gifts into action. It encourages you to step outside of your comfort zone, to take risks, and to put yourself out there, even when it feels scary. It's about trusting that you were born for this moment, that you are equipped with everything you need to succeed. Sometimes we hold back because we're afraid of making mistakes or failing. But failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every successful person, every person who has ever achieved anything meaningful has faced setbacks, challenges, and disappointments. It's through these experiences that we grow, that we learn, and that we refine our skills. Believing in your power means understanding that mistakes are not reflections of your worth or ability. They are simply stepping stones on the path to success. The real failure lies in not trying, in not believing in your power enough to step out and take a chance. Another aspect of believing in your power is learning to trust the timing of your life. So often we get frustrated when things aren't happening as quickly as we'd like, or when our efforts don't seem to be paying off immediately. We live in a world that is obsessed with instant gratification, but the truth is that most great things take time. They take dedication, patience, and faith. Believing in your power means trusting that the right opportunities will come at the right time, and that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. You don't need to rush the process. You don't need to compare your journey to someone else's. Your story is unique, and it's being written at the perfect pace. Belief in your power also means choosing to surround yourself with people who support and uplift you. Energy is contagious, and the people we spend time with have a profound impact on how we see ourselves. When you surround yourself with people who believe in your potential, who encourage you to keep going, and who celebrate your wins, it strengthens your belief in yourself. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with people who doubt you or who bring negativity into your life, it can weaken your confidence. Your belief in your power is not just an internal process, it's also influenced by the environment around you. One of the most powerful things you can do is to speak life over yourself. Words are incredibly powerful. They shape how we see ourselves and influence how we feel about our abilities. When you speak positive, affirming words to yourself, you begin to reshape your reality. The more you say, I am capable, I am strong, I can handle whatever comes my way, the more those words will become your truth. And as those words take root, you'll begin to see evidence of your power all around you. Your belief in yourself will grow stronger, and you will find that the world opens up to you in ways you never imagined. Believing in your power is also about trusting your intuition. That inner knowing, that gut feeling, is often a reflection of your highest self trying to guide you. Too many times we second guess ourselves, we doubt our instincts, and we look for external validation before we make decisions. But when you believe in your power, you learn to trust that inner voice. You understand that it's leading you in the right direction, even when it doesn't make sense to others. Your intuition is your connection to something greater than yourself, a source of wisdom that is always available to you. Ultimately, believing in your power means showing up for yourself every day, regardless of what's happening around you. It means choosing to believe that you are worthy of success, that you are deserving of love, and that you are capable of achieving your dreams. It means embracing the challenges and the discomforts along the way because you know they are a part of your growth. It means never settling for less than what you know you are capable of achieving. When you make that choice to believe in your power, you become unstoppable. You begin to attract the right opportunities, the right people, and the right circumstances into your life. And before you know it, you'll be living the life you once only dreamed of. Embracing every challenge as growth is one of the most powerful choices you can make on your journey towards success. Life is full of obstacles, difficulties, and unforeseen circumstances, but the way we respond to these challenges can determine the course of our lives. Too often we view challenges as setbacks, as roadblocks that are meant to stop us in our tracks. But what if we began to see them as opportunities for growth, as moments that are pushing us towards something greater? Every challenge we face, no matter how daunting, has the potential to transform us. It is through these experiences that we discover more about who we are, what we're made of, and what we're truly capable of. Challenges, by their very nature, are uncomfortable. They force us to step out of our comfort zones, to face fears, to confront parts of ourselves we may have been avoiding. But growth does not happen in the comfort zone. Growth happens when we push ourselves beyond what we think we can do, when we stretch ourselves to take on new experiences, even when we're unsure of the outcome. The most successful people are not those who have avoided challenges, they are the ones who have embraced them, who have used them as stepping stones on their path to success. They have learned to see the potential in every challenge, knowing that the lessons learned along the way are just as valuable as the successes they achieve. When we view challenges as opportunities for growth, we begin to shift our mindset. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong, we start to ask ourselves what we can learn from the situation. Every difficulty contains a lesson that, if we're willing to see it, can help us grow. It might be a lesson in patience, in resilience, in creativity, or in perseverance. It might teach us how to better communicate, how to manage our emotions, or how to think more strategically. But no matter the lesson, it is always valuable. And each time we face a new challenge, we build upon the foundation of what we've already learned. We grow stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling whatever comes our way. One of the greatest ways that challenges help us grow is by revealing our strengths. We often don't know how strong we are until we are tested. We can't truly know what we're capable of until we are faced with a situation that forces us to dig deep and rise above. When we are forced to confront a challenge, we discover resources within ourselves that we may not have even known existed. We learn how to tap into our inner reserves of strength, courage, and determination. What seemed impossible at first becomes possible because we refuse to give up, because we choose to keep pushing forward. And with each challenge we face, we build our confidence. We realize that we have the power to handle more than we thought we could, and that realization empowers us to take on even greater challenges in the future. Of course, not every challenge is easy. Some are more difficult than others, and at times it can feel overwhelming. There will be moments when we question whether we can keep going, moments when the weight of the challenge feels too much to bear. But it is in these moments that we truly grow. The difficulties we face are not meant to break us, they are meant to test our resolve, to help us develop the resilience we need to keep going. Life does not promise that the path will always be smooth, but it does promise that we are capable of handling the bumps along the way. When we embrace challenges, even the tough ones, we build a mindset that refuses to quit, that refuses to back down in the face of adversity. Another powerful way challenges contribute to growth is by teaching us the value of patience. In a world that celebrates instant gratification, it can be difficult to accept that growth takes time. We want things to happen quickly, and we often become frustrated when things don't go according to plan. But challenges teach us that progress is not always linear, and that success is not always immediate. Sometimes we have to wait. Sometimes we have to take small, steady steps forward, trusting that those steps are leading us somewhere. Patience is not about waiting idly for things to change. It's about continuing to move forward, even when we can't see the full picture. It's about trusting that the effort we put in today will pay off tomorrow. Challenges teach us that growth is often a slow and steady process, but that it is always worth the wait. Challenges also help us grow by encouraging us to become more adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and things rarely go exactly as planned. We can spend all our time trying to control every aspect of our lives, but the truth is, we can't control everything. What we can control is how we respond to the unexpected. When challenges arise, they force us to adapt, to think on our feet, and to find new solutions. They push us to get creative, to look at things from a different perspective, and to develop new skills. And the ability to adapt to changing circumstances is one of the most valuable traits we can cultivate, and it is something that challenges help us develop. One of the most powerful aspects of embracing challenges is that it helps us become more resilient. Life will never be without difficulties, and the sooner we accept that, the better prepared we will be to face whatever comes our way. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship, it's about learning how to bounce back after setbacks. It's about getting up, dusting ourselves off, and continuing to move forward, no matter how many times we fall. Each time we face a challenge and overcome it, we become more resilient. We prove to ourselves that we can handle whatever life throws at us. And the stronger our resilience, the more confident we become in our ability to navigate life's ups and downs. In order to truly embrace challenges as growth, we must also learn to let go of the fear of failure. Fear often holds us back from taking on new challenges because we are afraid of making mistakes or not succeeding. But failure is not something to fear, it is something to learn from. Every time we fail, we gain valuable insights into what didn't work and how we can improve. We learn that failure is not the end of the road, it's simply a detour on the way to success. When we stop fearing failure and start embracing it as a part of the process, we become more willing to take risks, to try new things, and to grow. Ultimately, the key to embracing every challenge as growth is mindset. It's about seeing each challenge as an opportunity rather than a burden, about choosing to see the potential in every difficulty. It's about recognizing that the road to success is not always smooth, but that it is always worth the effort. When we embrace challenges with an open mind and a resilient heart, we not only grow in the face of adversity, but we also become the best version of ourselves. We develop the strength, the patience, and the adaptability we need to face whatever comes our way. And when we look back on our journey, we realize that every challenge was a gift, a stepping stone that helped us become the people we are today. Commitment to the process, not just the outcome, is a principle that has the potential to change everything about how we approach life's challenges. So often we become fixated on the end result, the finish line, the moment when we can finally say we've made it. We set our sights on the destination, believing that only when we achieve that specific goal will we have truly succeeded. But what if we started to focus more on the journey itself, on the steps we take each day, on the progress we make every single moment, rather than just on the outcome? What if we recognize that it is in the process that we find the most valuable lessons, the most growth, and the most fulfillment? The truth is, the process is where the magic happens. It is in the daily habits, the small victories, and the relentless pursuit of improvement that we discover what we're really made of. While the outcome may be what we desire, the process is what shapes us. It is the hours spent practicing, learning, adjusting, and growing that build the foundation for success. Without that commitment to the process, the outcome would be fleeting, unsustainable, or not as meaningful. It's through the work, the dedication, and the continuous effort that we create something lasting. When we commit to the process, we shift our focus from seeking instant gratification to embracing the long-term journey of growth and development. The reason commitment to the process is so powerful is that it teaches us patience. In today's world, we are surrounded by the pressure of fast results, quick fixes, and immediate success. Social media, advertising, and even the people around us often reinforce the idea that we should get what we want right now. But real success is rarely instantaneous. It takes time, consistency, and dedication. When we focus only on the outcome, we set ourselves up for frustration because we expect to see immediate results. However, when we commit to the process, we begin to understand that the best things in life take time to build. We learn that progress, however small, is still progress, and it's worth celebrating. The small victories that we achieve every day may not seem significant on their own, but when compounded over time, they create monumental results. Committing to the process also means embracing the idea of continuous learning. Growth is not linear, it's filled with setbacks, mistakes, and challenges that push us to improve. When we commit to the process, we acknowledge that we are always evolving. Every step forward is an opportunity to learn something new about ourselves, our skills, and our abilities. We learn to accept failure not as something to fear, but as part of the journey. In fact, failure is often the greatest teacher. It forces us to reevaluate, to look at things from a new perspective, and to try again with a better understanding of what works and what doesn't. Without the process, we miss the chance to develop this kind of resilience and adaptability. And the mistakes we make, the obstacles we face, and the challenges we overcome are all part of the training ground that prepares us for greater success. Moreover, when we commit to the process, we begin to detach ourselves from the pressure of perfection. Perfectionism can paralyze us, causing us to second-guess our decisions, hold back from taking action, or even abandon our goals altogether. When we focus solely on the outcome, we may believe that it needs to be perfect or flawless, but perfection is not the goal. Progress is. Committing to the process allows us to release the need for perfection and instead embrace the idea of doing the best we can with what we have at the moment. It teaches us to take imperfect action, knowing that we can always improve along the way. It's about making steady progress, not waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect conditions to begin. Another key aspect of commitment to the process is resilience. Life is unpredictable, and not everything will go according to plan. There will be times when things don't work out the way we hope, when setbacks knock us down, or when we feel like giving up. The outcome may seem further out of reach than ever before. But when we're committed to the process, we learn how to keep going even when things are tough. We recognize that the journey itself is a valuable teacher, and that the difficult moments are part of what will make our eventual success even more meaningful. Resilience is not about avoiding failure or hardship, it's about learning to keep moving forward despite it. By committing to the process, we build our resilience because we know that success is not a straight path. It's a winding road filled with twists and turns, but it is the determination to continue walking that eventually leads us to the destination. In addition, commitment to the process means focusing on the present moment. It's so easy to get caught up in the desire for what's next, to fixate on the end goal, that we miss the beauty of the present moment. But it's in the present that we have the power to take action. We don't control the past, and we don't know what the future holds, but we can always control what we do today. Each decision we make, each step we take, each moment of effort counts. When we commit to the process, we focus on giving our best in the now, knowing that each present moment shapes our future. It's about showing up for ourselves, doing the work, and trusting that each small effort will eventually compound into something meaningful. Committing to the process also means learning to enjoy the journey. So many people put off their happiness, believing that it's only after they reach their goal that they will be able to relax, enjoy life, or feel fulfilled. But the truth is, fulfillment comes not just from reaching a destination, but from appreciating the journey along the way. Every challenge, every triumph, every lesson, and every small success is part of the journey. Committing to the process means learning to find joy in the work itself. It means celebrating the progress, not just the outcome. This shift in mindset can make the process more enjoyable, more rewarding, and ultimately more sustainable. When we can find joy in the daily work, the grind, the hustle, we discover a deeper sense of satisfaction that doesn't depend on the outcome. Committing to the process also helps us build momentum. The more we focus on the steps we take rather than the result, the more consistent we become in our actions. Consistency leads to momentum, and momentum makes progress inevitable. When we're not constantly checking the scoreboard or obsessing over when we'll see results, we're able to stay focused on the work at hand. And over time, the accumulation of our efforts creates unstoppable momentum that drives us toward our goals. Momentum is a powerful force that keeps us going even when our motivation wanes, and it's built by our commitment to the process. Ultimately, commitment to the process is about trust. It's about trusting that your efforts, no matter how small they may seem in the moment, are leading you somewhere. It's about trusting that the work you put in today is shaping the future you desire. It's about trusting that even when the outcome is not immediately clear, the process is shaping you into the person you need to become in order to achieve your goals. This trust is what sustains us during the tough times, what motivates us to keep going when we feel discouraged, and what keeps us grounded when the results don't come as quickly as we expect. The more we commit to the process, the more we learn to trust ourselves, trust our efforts, and trust that success is the natural outcome of sustained dedication. When we focus on the process, the outcome becomes inevitable. The power of self-belief is one of the most transformative forces in the world. When you believe in yourself, everything changes. It is the foundation upon which success is built, the spark that ignites action, and the energy that propels you toward your dreams. Without self-belief, we are like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly, unsure of our direction. But with it, we are unstoppable, capable of overcoming obstacles, taking risks, and persevering through challenges. Self-belief is not something that is given to us by others. It is something we must cultivate within ourselves, something we must nurture and protect at all costs. It is the belief that no matter what happens, we have the ability to face whatever comes our way, to rise above it, and to ultimately succeed. Believing in yourself means trusting in your abilities, even when the path is unclear. It means having the confidence to take that first step, even when the future feels uncertain, and knowing that you have the power to figure things out along the way. Self-belief is not about having all the answers up front or knowing exactly how things will unfold. It's about trusting that you will figure it out, that you are resourceful, capable, and resilient. It's about trusting in your own intuition, in your ability to problem solve, and in your capacity to grow and adapt. The most successful people in the world didn't get to where they are by having all the answers from the beginning. They got there because they believed in themselves enough to take risks, to try new things, and to learn from their mistakes.